and welcome to Media News here of Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Edikan Michael. A reminder that the Global Television is on DSTV channel 365, free to air on Nikon Sats. Our President Bola Tinubu says things are taking shape for the better, even though people may not like the government. He said in the face of tough challenges in the country, his administration has made some progress, noting that there are better days ahead. The president, who was represented by the National Security Advisor, Ribadu, made the remarks at the graduation ceremony for the Executive Intelligence Management CAS 17 at the National Institute for Security Studies in Abuja. And now the military high command says it has invited the international human rights organization Amnesty International to defend its allegations against the armed forces that 10,000 civilians died in its custody. It described the claims by the international rights group as malicious, shocking, lacking merit, as well as mischievous, noting that the armed forces of Nigeria, as a professional organization, cannot have engaged in what has been accused of. It has been reported that Amnesty had a press briefing in Maiduguri, Borno State, accused the military of sending 10,000 civilians into early grave while in their detention. However, the director of the media operations, Edward Bubai, in a statement, explained standard of operations was followed in handling matters related to arrests of civilians. The national chairman of All Progressive Congress, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, has commended President Bola Tinubu and Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma for their commitment to the development of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. He said this during the institution's 36th convocation ceremony. Amara Chibe reports that the event featured the conferment of honorary doctoral degrees on distinguished individuals, including the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, Governor Hope Uzodinma, and Governor Babagana Zulum of Borno State.
President Bola Tinubu, the visitor to the convocation, was represented by the Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, Professor Florence Obi. In his address, he congratulated the graduating students and outlined some of his administration's interventions benefiting the institution. Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who was honored with a Doctorate of Management degree, congratulated the graduates and announced a donation of 50 million naira to the best female graduating students of the university.
An honor to be conferred with a honorary doctorate degree, Doctor of Management, DMT, by the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, Imo State. I thank the Governing Council and the Senate for this honor. Today, with my love for and support for education, I have donated already the sum of 50 million naira as an endowment fund for the overall best graduating female student of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri.
APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje, while commending President Bola Tinubu and Governor Hope Uzodinma, highlighted their dedication to improving education and infrastructure at the institution.
And I'm happy to hear that the federal government has done a lot, and also the state governor of Imo State has done a lot for the development of this university. Because as an educationist myself, I think this is what it should be. This university is really providing learning facilities, especially in technology. And this university will continue to grow from strength to strength.
Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, a recipient of an honorary degree, expressed gratitude for the recognition. He described the award as a significant honor and pledged to resolve all land disputes between the university and the host communities.
I, as the governor of Imo State, will resolve all the land issues, working with the communities in this institution. I will also, as a symbol of appreciation, select one of the projects that have been outlined by the institution, by this school, and I will fund that as a way of showing my humble appreciation for this honor. I want to thank you.
The event had in attendance dignitaries from across the country. From Owerri, Amara Chibe, reporting for Global TV News.
And in the meantime, First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has visited Imo State to thank the people for the support in the last general election that brought our husband President Tinubu to power. Amarachiba reports from Owerri.
Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who was in company of wife of the Vice President, wife of governors and senators, took center stage expressing profound gratitude to the people of Imo State for the overwhelming support.
I'm here to say we are very, very grateful that you stood by us. And without God, without you all, I won't be standing here as the First Lady.
In her address, she praised the resilience and dedication of Nigerians, urging citizens to work hard and bring back the country's glory.
We are all Nigerians, and the good of Nigeria belongs to all of us. It's not to some selected few, but only those who are ready to work hard. Hard work never kills.
Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma in his remark welcomed the First Lady and thanked President Bola Tinubu for the support he has shown to Imo State. He acknowledged the country's current challenges and prayed for divine wisdom for the President to lead the nation effectively.
Only today, we received 50 trailers of rice to be sold at 40,000. So today in Nigeria, we have taken our own share of the global remit. We have taken our own share of the sufferings of this economic policy. And our prayer is that in wisdom of Almighty God, that the dividends will soon begin to manifest.
Chairman of the Southeast Traditional Rulers Council, His Royal Majesty Eze Imo Okeke, commended the First Lady for fulfilling her promise to visit. He described her visit as a gesture of unity and inclusiveness.
On behalf of the traditional rulers of Igbo State, to welcome Her Excellency to Igbo State, the most hospitable state in the country, the heartland of Eastern Nigeria. Our candid prayer is that the good Lord will guide Mr. President, protect him, and grant him excellent wisdom to balance the affair of this great country, Nigeria, in good health.
Highlight of the day was a captivating cultural performance by the Omenimo Dance Group, which thrilled the audience and showcased the rich cultural heritage of the region. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
Our President Bola Tinubu has again made significant changes to the proposed leadership of the Southeast Development Commission, submitting a revised list of nominees to the Senate for confirmation. The updated list features new appointments aimed at strengthening the Commission's capacity to drive development in the Southeast region. A State House press release says Tinubu replaced the initial chairman nominee Emeka Otuma with Dr. Emeka Nwago. Now, the senator representing Kwara Central Senatorial District in the National Assembly, Saliu Mustafa, has called for inclusion of retired permanent secretaries in government and policy-making processes. Speaking at the annual conference of the Association of Retired Permanent Secretaries Kwara chapter in Ilorin, Mustafa said Nigeria needed to further make us valuable experience and wisdom of the seasoned administrators, describing them as the pillars upon which Nigeria has stood. Mustafa, who was represented by retired permanent secretary Kale Yusuf, highlighted the role the seasoned administrators could play in addressing Nigeria's challenges. Now, the Federal Road Safety Corps has warned motorists to desist from exceeding the 100 km speed limit on expressways as the festive season approaches. Speeding, according to FRC, is one of the major causes of road accidents, which must be curbed to save the lives of commuters. The Corps gave the warning amid the alarming rate of the road accidents in the country. According to recent data from the FRC and the National Bureau of Statistics, more than 21,500 lives have been lost to road crashes in the past 4 years in the country. Now, the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority says it will strengthen collaboration with airlines, operators, and other aviation stakeholders in the South to ensure seamless airline operations in the zone. The acting Director General of the authority, Chris Nayamo, said this in his address at the inauguration of the Port Harcourt Regional Office building at the Port Harcourt International Airport in the Kwara local government area of Rivers State. Nayamo said that the new facility, which came to realization after 22 years in the offing, underscores the authority's resolve to digitalize operations and bring services closer to stakeholders and enhance the flow of communications and operation within the zone. And our Muslim community has been thrown into mourning following the passing of one of its most revered figures, Alhaji Mohyuddin Bello, born in 1940 in Ibadan. Alhaji Bello was widely respected for his profound teachings and unwavering dedication to Islamic scholarship. The announcement of his demise was made by another prominent Islamic scholar, Alpha Aribedisi of the Islamic Dawah yesterday morning. The presidency has stated that France is not taking over Nigeria's mining sector, solid minerals or security rights, contrary to speculations on social media. These speculations were drawn from President Tinubu's recent state visit to France, where Nigeria and France signed a memorandum of understanding to develop joint project to promote and diversify both countries' critical minerals value chains in the solid minerals sector. Special Advisor to the President on Media and Public Communications, Sunday Dare, in a statement issued on X, clarified that Nigeria did not sign away its mining rights. And now, moving to other details of the news, the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, has disclosed that the federal government has begun payment of pensions and other entitlements to retired military personnel, including 3-month arrears. The minister made this known in a statement issued in Abuja by the Director of Information and Public Relations, Ministry of Defense, Henshaw Ogwobike. Recall that retired military personnel had halted activities at the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja to protest the unpaid entitlement and express their frustration over the federal government failure to pay the promised 20% to 28% salary increment from January to November 2024. However, Matawalle said the government has begun payment of military salary increases and the military personnel have already started receiving alert for the payment. And now to matters of education, Lord Mayor of Leeds City, United Kingdom, Abigail Cantu, has advocated a multi-dimensional strategy to boosting education quality in Nigeria. Cantu made the call while delivering the 22nd convocation lecture of the Ibadan University Okada, underscoring the need for quality education in Nigeria. The Nigerian British-born politician, while citing systemic challenges such as adequate funding and outdated curriculum as factors hindering its development, advocated the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, recommended budgetary provisions, transparency and efficiency resource utilization as a strategy to enhancing learning quality in Nigeria. And in the meantime, the Minister of Education, Morufo Alausa, has assured academic unions that the President Tinubu's led administration would honor agreements reached with them, while assuring that the remaining 50% of withheld salaries will be paid. Alausa, however, urged labor unions, particularly those in the education sector, to prioritize the welfare and education of Nigerian students by choosing dialogue over strike actions. His appeal was directed at the Academic Staff Union of University, the Senior Staff Association of Nigeria University, the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions, and the National Association of Academic Technologies. Alausa emphasized that industrial action should be last resort, used only after other options have been exhausted. Our Special Advisor on Information and Strategy to President Bola Tinubu, Bayo Onanuga, has said work is currently ongoing at the 150,000 barrels per day plant of the Port Harcourt Refining Company in Rivers State. The presidential aide, in a post on X status, said the lies and doubt about the refinery had been dismissed by the team's fact-finding mission. Onanuga said the 60,000 barrels per day refinery is operating at 70% of installed capacity and plans to increase production shortly, adding that the refinery received the regular crude oil, contrary to the claims of lacking the product. Now, the federal government has launched the 2024 Hazard Risks Countrywide Analysis. This analysis is aimed at strengthening the disaster preparedness and mitigation efforts across the country. It is against this backdrop that the Vice President Kashim Shettima called for enhanced collaboration among stakeholders to address Nigeria's vulnerabilities to disasters and climate change, as well as building a safer and more resilient Nigeria. Shettima, speaking during the launch event in Abuja, reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to safeguarding lives and the livelihood from ecological and other risks. And on the sad note, the lawmaker representing Delta Central Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Senator Ede Davino, has expressed sorrow over the death of the President General of the Okwama community in Ogoli South Local Government area, Pa James Ogarako, who reportedly died in military detention on December 4, 2024. In a statement made available to journalists in Warri, Delta State, Davino condemned the circumstances surrounding his death and called for immediate and unconditional release of 5 other community leaders detained by the Nigerian military since August. The detained individuals include Professor Otto Ekpekbo, the Chief Belvis Aboga, and Pa Dennis Agwabaye, Pa Anthony Agueria, and Rita Carter. An inferno has razed tailoring shops at the new modern market in Lafia, the national state capital, destroying goods worth millions of naira. The fire started on Thursday night at about 9:30 p.m. and lasted till the early hours of Friday. It was, however, this difficult for the personnel of the National State Fire Service to put out the fire owing to the heaps of refuge and dumps in and around the marketplace. You're watching the Media News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital. When Media News returns, Nigeria's trade surplus hit 5 trillion naira. We'll bring details of these as well as business, sports, and foreign stories after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back and many thanks for staying with us. The federal government says Nigeria's fintech ecosystem attracted over $2 billion in investment this year. The 2024 economic report by the Office of the Special Advisor to Nigeria's President on Economic Affairs listed telecommunications and ICT, especially fintech, as one of the key sectors that drove the nation's economic growth in 2024, with the potential to replicate or double the same feat in 2025. And now the report also mentioned that with the rollout of 5G network and expansion of internet penetration, the telecommunications and ICT sector is expected to grow by 8 to 10% in 2025. The federal government's statutory allocations to the National Assembly and the National Judicial Council in 2024 hit a total of 564 billion naira in October. In February, at the House of Representatives pushed for 5% of the country's yearly budgeted to be allocated to the federal legislature and judiciary. The Green Chamber initiated a process to amend the Nigeria's Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2007 by inserting the Section 54, which would make provision for an allocation of 5% each for the National Assembly and the Federal Judicial in Appropriation Act for each year. And our Nigeria's total capital importation for the third quarter of 2024 witnessed a 51.90% decline from the previous quarter, falling to $1.25 billion. These dropped compared to the $2.60 billion recorded in the quarter 2 of 2024, allowing sharp contraction in the foreign investment, and despite an overall annual increase of 91.35% from the quarter 3 of 2023. And now the Nigeria has recorded a trade surplus of 5.81 trillion naira in the third quarter of 2024, reflecting a remarkable rise in export earnings according to the latest data from the National Bureau of Statistics. However, the surplus recorded in Q3 2024 is far lower than the 6.95 trillion trade surplus recorded in the previous quarter. The Bureau in the Foreign Trade Statistics noted that Nigeria's mechanized trade for the Q3 this year was a total of 35.16 trillion naira, marking an 81.35% increase compared to the same period. And now until the foreign scene, as voting continues in Ghana's general election, the police say 4 men have been arrested following the fatal shooting of one person and the wounding of another. It happened at the polling station in the northern town of Yampala, where soldiers have since been sent to restore calm.
An Austria election has been peacefully conducted with some Ghanaians queuing before that to make sure they cast their ballot. The debt crisis and a high living cost mean the economy is uppermost of the minds of many voters. Burkina Faso's ruling military leader dismissed the country's prime minister and dissolved the government. According to a presidential decree, the sacked prime minister had served as the head of 3 successive governments, surviving each reshuffle, and no reason was given for the dismissal of the prime minister, who was named as the premier in October of 2022 after the coup that brought Captain Ibrahim to power. And that's our package on Meet the News, coming to you live from the nation's capital. You can watch the rest of the news at Global TV NG. My name is Edikan Michael. On behalf of the entire production team, we say a very big thank you for joining us on Meet the News. See you again.